Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. Thank you for joining us. We're glad you're here. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. Yep, made it through the week. Go ahead.
Together, we're Backyard Musing Science and Technology channel.
Yep, and we're talking about our favorite collaborative topic, and that is dealing with Alzheimer's disease here. So this is a good story. So we love these.
A new study links lifelong cognitive enrichment to delayed Alzheimer's and mild cognitive impairment. Taking part in mentally engaging activities across the lifespan, including reading, writing, arithmetic, and learning a new language, may be linked to reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease and a slower rate of cognitive decline. That is the conclusion of a study published in Neurology on February 11, 2026. It's the Medical Journal of the American Academy of Neurology. The researchers emphasize that the findings show an association and do not prove that lifelong learning directly prevents the disease. Would you like to know more?
According to the study, individuals with the highest levels of lifelong cognitive engagement were diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease about 5 years later than those with lowest levels. They also developed mild cognitive impairment 7 years later on average.
Gosh, it seems like this is inevitable. Alzheimer's is inevitable. Man.
Well, it's coming on. A lot more people are getting it. So
it's got to be something in the water or something.
I don't know. I mean, seems like they're looking at everything that causes it. You know, too much sugar, diet, learning. I mean, I don't know. It's got to be something. It's got to be some key out there that they're just missing so far.
Maybe it's the forever chemicals, and we're going to talk about that this afternoon, Scott, the forever chemicals. All right. The research included about 2,000 adults with an average age of 80 who did not have dementia at enrollment. Participants were monitored for approximately 8 years to measure cognitive enrichment. They made it to 88. That's great.
Yeah.
Researchers asked participants to complete surveys covering 3 phases of life. Early life enrichment, defined as experiences before age 18, included how often patients were read to or read books, whether newspapers and atlases were available at the home, and whether they studied a foreign language for more than 5 years.
Okay. Enrichment during midlife was assessed using factors such as income at age 40. I don't know what that would have anything to do with it. Access to household resources, including magazine subscriptions, dictionaries, and library cards, and how frequently participants visited places like museums or libraries. Later life enrichment. You know, I don't think anybody goes to the library anymore. Do you? Do you think anybody goes to the library? There are a few, but yeah. Later life enrichment, beginning around age 80, focused on how many individuals read, wrote, or played games, along with their total income from Social Security, retirement funds, and other sources.
So it's interesting you brought up library, Scott. I just want to point out that I do have a library card for the libraries back in Kansas City, because each library has an online web page, and and they subscribe to all the magazines. You don't have to; they do, and you can just peruse the magazines or periodicals that they subscribe to. And so I look at Value Line for investing, and there's also another one, Standard & Poor's, CFRA, which very few libraries have that subscription, and the one in Kansas City does. So I have never given up that library card, and I use it for research.
Okay, so can I, as living in California, can I get on the web and apply for that library card?
I don't know. I can't remember if I had to put my address. I honestly, I can't remember. I would think I'd have to. But it was while I was in Kansas City.
You got it when you lived there.
Yeah. And I've never, I don't have to go in and renew it. It's there, you know?
I mean, when you have you ever been to the Apple Valley Library?
I have. Yes.
You got to have a library card there to check out books.
Yeah. But not to go harass the librarians or
you can go in there and use the computer or use the, sit there and read all day or whatever. So, I haven't had a library card in years. I would imagine if I found my library card, I guess it would still be good because I still live in the same county.
You could probably renew it or get a new one replaced.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, having that library card is important for research, you know?
Yeah, my wife still has her library card. So.
All right, over the course of the study, 551 participants were diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and 719, remember, we almost 2,000, 719 developed mild cognitive impairment. The researchers compared people in the top 10% of overall cognitive enrichment scores with those in the bottom 10%. Among those with the highest enrichment, 21% developed Alzheimer's disease. In contrast, 34% of those with the lowest enrichment levels were diagnosed with the condition.
Oh, it's kind of a high number, 1/3. So
yeah.
After accounting for age, sex, and education, the analysis showed that higher lifetime enrichment scores were associated with a 38% lower risk of Alzheimer's disease and a 36% lower risk of mild cognitive impairment. Participants with the highest enrichment levels were diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease at an average of 94 compared to 88 among those with the lowest enrichment levels, reflecting a delay of more than 5 years. Okay.
A similar pattern was seen for mild cognitive impairment. Those with the greatest lifetime enrichment developed the condition at an average age of 85, while those with the lowest enrichment developed it at age 78, representing a 7-year difference.
Researchers also looked at a smaller group of participants who died during the study and had autopsies. They found those with higher lifetime enrichment had better memory and thinking skills and slower decline prior to death, even when the researchers accounted for early brain changes linked to Alzheimer's, like the buildup of proteins called amyloid and tau.
We've talked about amyloid and tau before.
Yeah.
A limitation of the study was that participants reported details about their early and midlife experiences later in life, so they may not have remembered everything accurately. It's kind of like writing your biography like Nephi did, years and years and later, and he's writing about his youth and stuff.
Right. Yeah, well, I don't know. This study, it kind of opens up your mind a little bit, but I know this.
Nothing bad. Lifelong learning is nothing bad. Why not do it?
Absolutely not. And I know this lady that, she ran companies, she managed companies, she owned, just a very successful woman, and she's just really being affected by this this dementia, cognitive decline, and it's really, really hard to watch. Very hard. So they need to find some way to reverse it or cure it, and it just doesn't seem like they're on the right track yet, but we'll see. We've talked about a lot of positive things over the last year or so, a couple of years actually. So let's hope.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the afternoon.
Take care, everyone. Thanks.